Acting President Professor Yemi Osinbajo has announced that 100 billion naira has been set aside for the National Home Fund, which is the federal government's social housing project. Speaking at a meeting at an event to mark the second anniversary of the present administration, Professor Osinbajo says the money is a yearly contribution to the federal government's fund towards providing inexpensive mortgages for thousands of Nigerians. A podium packed with beneficiaries of the federal government's social investment program. Acting President Yemi Osinbanjo joins the beneficiaries on the podium at the old banquet hall of the presidential villa for the commemorative National Social Investment Program event.
This social investment program.
He describes the social investment program as a tool by the federal government to empower Nigerians and to bring the poor and vulnerable out of poverty.
We have heard a lot about the programs already, but I would like to emphasize some of what I'm particularly proud of. The first is that we have shown that a massive program can be initiated and managed online. The NPower program is the largest post-tertiary jobs program in Africa.
The social investment programs are designed to draw from the social policy framework in a manner that ensures a life of dignity for those who have been constrained in one way or the other from achieving their full potential. The program is in 4 parts: the NPower, homegrown school feeding, conditional cash transfer, government enterprise and empowerment program.
This program aims to ensure that every and any young Nigerian, graduate or non-graduate, between the ages of 18 and 35 can be paid 30,000 naira monthly over a period of 2 years if they volunteer to acquire the skills needed for effective delivery and productivity.
We have touched the life of 26.
According to the Minister of Information, government cannot turn a blind eye to the vulnerable and poor in the society.
We have been able to employ 200,000 unemployed graduates. That is not propaganda.
Channels Television spoke to some beneficiaries of the program who recounted the gains they have made so far.
We've benefited a lot from it. For instance, we are able to feed our families from it.
I'm a graduate animal scientist, but with this NPower, I can call myself a professional graduate animal scientist because I've been exposed to farms, to many farmers, many animal problems, and which I've been able to treat.
Going forward, Acting President Yemi Osinbanjo has announced that there would be a reopening of the portals for the NPower program on June 13th.
In the absence of President Muhammadu Buhari, the usual change of guard by the gas brigade did not hold Monday being Democracy Day. In its place, the acting president's office put together a social investment program to showcase its scorecard to the nation. Speaking, the acting president lamented that poverty in the nation is at an alarming level.
A country's economic development is a function of the number of those who are able to live above poverty level. And our levels of poverty are so alarming that clearly some fundamental interventions by government must be necessary. Often our economic development plans and budgets assume a trickle-down approach.
He, however, noted that the social investment programs of the current administration, which include the NPower and school feeding programs, amongst others, are yielding positive results.
We have achieved great success in our financial inclusion efforts by bringing many people, the extremely poor in the hinterlands, into the formal banking system. Beneficiaries of our conditional cash transfer program, the homegrown school feeding program, vendors and cooks, now have BVNs.
APC National Chairman Chief John Oyegun, while commending the programs, also admitted that Nigerians are currently going through very tough times.
We know the things that we have done, but people are hungry. We know that people are hungry. We know the president has kept his major promises to this nation. Containment of its insurgency. But the reality is that people are still hungry. There was still frustration in the life.
Senate Minority Leader Senator Godswill Akpabio and Information Minister Lai Mohammed, who spoke, lauded the investment programs. Beneficiaries of the programs were also present to tell their stories.
The feeding program will actually take children off the streets. It's also a major incentive to enable children to receive education.
We've here witnessed and we've seen participants of our social investment program.
Earlier, Special Advisor to the President on Social Investment, Mrs. Miriam Uwais, says data collection and biometric exercise on the programs are still ongoing. The theme for this investment program, as you can see in the banner behind me, is a smile for every Nigerian. What an irony for a program that does not cover even 1% of the nation's population. The other source of worry is that of continuity. This is the same banquet hall where former President Goodluck Jonathan launched and celebrated the You Win program, which has long been abandoned. From the old banquet hall, Asrock Presidential Villa, I'm Ikharo Atta, ITV News, Abuja.
To say to all of you that we do not consider that this program is a favor that is done to you. It is not. You deserve this program because you are citizens of this country. This country can provide and we will provide for all those who need the help. We will do our very best to provide. And I want to say that we're extremely proud of the way that you have gone about this, that you have gone, not just, I mean, when some people talk about 30,000 naira for a graduate, you know, it almost seems as if this is ridiculous. But it's clear that anyone who hasn't had a job for years, and that is the case with so many, needs that start in life. I'm so very, very proud of every one of you for the way that you have gone about this, and that you've done this with so much dignity, and you've gone about ensuring that everyone who has listened to you is so extremely proud of the way that you have conducted yourselves, the way that you have shown so much commitment and so much dedication. This is truly the Nigerian spirit, and I'm extremely proud of you. The next phase of this program will proceed on a surer footing. We will be reopening the portals for NPower on the 13th of June. We're ramping up on the conditional cash transfers, JEEP, and the homegrown school feeding. We have several hundreds of thousands more people to go. And we intend to ensure that we cover the grounds. We have promised at least 1 million households for the conditional cash transfers in this phase. We've promised 1 million market women, men, and artisans under the JEEP program. And we promised all the states, 18 states for a start, for the homegrown school feeding. That's many more millions of children. We're determined to achieve every one of our promises in this respect, and we hope we'll be able to do so very, very soon. Let me say to you that every day that we look at what we are trying to achieve with these programs, we see, of course, the difficulties and some of the complications. But we're greatly encouraged by the testimonies we hear every single day. Almost every day you hear about somebody who is saying, this has helped me, this has encouraged me, this has shown me that there is hope. And it is that hope that we intend to just go by. It's that hope that propels us, because we know that what we're doing is right and that we're clearly on the right path. Soon enough, we'll be able to put smiles on the faces